I've never seen snow like this before. This is great.
You mean you've never built a snowman, Ensign?
I've never even thrown a snowball. Do you think anyone would mind?
Well,
Later, Ensign, we have work to do.
Of course, sir.
You look rather cold, Bones.
I'm not cold. I'm freezing. And that damn transporter just had to set me down in the middle of a snowdrift.
A centimeter of snow does not technically constitute a drift, Doctor.
And doctors say that patients complain too much.
A majestic view of Mount Idle can be seen through the skylight. A chapel typical of the acolytes of the stars. Boxes of supplies and mining equipment litter the floor. Boxes of supplies and mining equipment litter the floor. A sturdy man of advanced years whose blue eyes meet yours with clarity, curiosity, and directness. Spock waits for your command, patient as ever. McCoy looks anxiously about the room. A grim-faced minor colonist nods curtly at you. Ensign Everts cannot take his eyes off the sight of Mount Idle.
You'll understand if I don't stand up, I hope. I am not well.
The Tellarite appears completely at home surrounded by humans, but the wrinkling on his brow indicates a great deal of worry. This man is in no condition to talk. He is too busy consoling the wounded man.
I am worried about Brother Chubb. Can you examine him, Doctor?
This man needs help, Jim, and I wouldn't want to put it off for too long. Jim, this man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
He is too busy
The medical methods of these people seem primitive to me, Doctor.
By our standards, yes. Here the acolytes prefer a simpler lifestyle. Unfortunately, this is one of the consequences. This man needs help, Jim, and I wouldn't want to put it off for too long.
Ensign Everts finds himself fascinated by the acolytes and their planet. Dr. McCoy is glad that he is in a warm, heated room. Dr. McCoy is glad. Mr. Spock finds the scientific equipment in this room to be rather primitive. An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner. A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running. Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double burners. You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything.
Captain, we registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea. Kirk out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
You fail to obtain anything. You take the Klingon's detached hand. Your Vulcan science officer seems to be lost in thought, but remains alert. They look like Klingons. Ensign Everett seems to be rattled by the attack of the Klingons. Dr. McCoy is still hoping the cold winds that whip around Mount Idle will soon die down. The path is surrounded by some beautiful shrubbery. You see the mine entrance ahead. This hand was taken from the Klingon outside the cave. One Starfleet issue medical kit. These are very beautiful Doctus cattails. A large patch of Kytelian tulips. Mount Idle rises above you. These Branzite pods add a nice touch to the local flora. A Gindorian fern. The path is surrounded by some beautiful shrubbery. The path is surrounded by some beautiful shrubbery.
Captain, I detect a recent avalanche approximately 6.2 kilometers away that occurred within the last 3 days. The mountain may be quite dangerous.
Demons, Klingons, avalanches. What's next? The Wicked Witch of the West?
That is not logical, Doctor.
It wasn't supposed to be logical, you green-blooded Vulcan. Why does everything have to be so damn logical? Well, we've seen Klingons. Now all we need is a few Romulans.
Control your thoughts, Doctor. There is a high probability that something here is using our own memories against us.
I guess this isn't such a great planet after all.
We were caught flat-footed there. I don't want any more surprises to catch us off guard.
Mine entrance. A Gindorian fern. Various types of berries grow amongst the bushes. A Gindorian fern. You have retrieved a sample of berries. You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything. A juicy-looking berry taken near the cave. A large pile of rubble blocks what appears to be a large metallic structure. A large metallic door is set in the structure. A cavern deep in Mount Idle.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
Jim, the next time you need medical help on a snowball,
Bones.
I'll probably end up coming along.
Captain, there are several weak points in the cave-in's structure. Careful use of our phasers from the top down should be able to clear it. Fascinating. I'm registering low-intensity shielding unlike anything we've encountered before. That kept this door, and whatever is behind it, hidden from the ship's sensors and earlier tricorder readings. Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of. Captain, the stun setting would be very ineffective on these boulders. Captain, the structure is extremely unstable. I would not recommend disturbing the lower section before the upper sections have been cleared.
Assume firing positions.
He's dead, Jim. He's already dead, Jim. Isn't that good enough for you? Jim, I give up.
Assume firing positions.
Jim, stop trying to shoot everything. You're making me nervous.
One of the acolytes who is trapped by the rockfall. Commander Spock, curious about what lies ahead. Dr. Leonard McCoy, glad that the cave provides some shelter from the breeze. Ensign Everts lies dead, crushed by the boulder.
I'm sorry, Jim. Ensign Everts is beyond my help.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible. I think Dr. McCoy would be better suited to deal with this.
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well. It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Brother Kandri is barely conscious and is lying still, trying to regain his strength.
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
I'm sorry, Jim. Ensign Everts is beyond my help.